I'm here in Medjugorje and I'm with, what's your name?
John.
John, where are you from?
I'm from Southern Ireland, Tipperary.
And you said, how often have you been in Medjugorje?
This is my 8th time now.
Why do you come back all the time?
Come back. I love Medjugorje. I love the peace in Medjugorje. It takes you away out of one world and brings you into another.
How would you describe this world for somebody who doesn't know Medjugorje?
For somebody who doesn't know it, you really got to come and experience it for yourself. With me, when I came here, it was easy for me. I was brought here by Our Lady. Our Lady came looking for me because I wasn't interested in religion high up or low down.
Okay.
And I got sick and things didn't go my way. And Our Lady was always there watching me. Was always there saying, hey, I want you.
Yeah.
And I'm here now for Our Lady. And if I could just, in my few years that I'm back to religion, if I could say to anybody, come out of the fog, come to Medjugorje. People will tell you, oh no, there's not a heaven, there's not God, there's not Our Lady. They're wrong. They're wrong. Just think about it. If you're watching this, just think about it. Where do you think you're going to finish up? You think you're just going to finish up inside in a box on the ground and stay there the rest of your life? You're not. You got to come to Medjugorje. It's a beautiful, peaceful, loving, friendly experience that you get here. And Our Lady is so close to you. We were at Adoration the other night, Thursday night. It was on until 7 the next morning. And we went in around 11 o'clock to Adoration, myself and my friend Caroline, who you interviewed a few days ago. And it was wow. I mean, we Catholics believe that yes, Jesus is in the church, but Jesus was in the church Thursday night. The atmosphere, the aroma, the sensation, you know, he was there. It was beautiful, it really was, really was.
Christ in the Eucharist, no? Adoration.
Yes, yes.
And you pray the rosary now?
Nearly every day in Ireland.
Yeah.
Yes, it's said now every day, 7 days a week in Ireland. And Divine Mercy is big with me as well. Every morning, Divine Mercy.
You pray?
Yeah, oh yeah.
You pray them alone or radio? Or how do you pray them?
I pray them alone. I love praying alone. And now I love praying with others. Love it.
Super.
Yeah. I mean, here in Medjugorje, you could go to, if you want to, you can go to 4 masses a day. You can say 20 rosaries a day. Now she's leaving.
She should stay. I want to make an interview with you.
Oh yeah, Oh, you'll say something. All right. God bless.
So, and what do you gain from praying the rosary prayer?
What do I gain from praying the rosary? The rosary brings me closer to Our Lady, brings me closer to Jesus.
Yeah.
It's easier to live with your mind. You know that you're in the right place. You know you're doing the right thing. The rosary is unbelievable. If people would just settle down and get a rosary beads and just have a go. And just don't give up. Just have a go. Save a few pounds. Come to Medjugorje. It is beautiful here. If you're into religion, if you're into Our Lady, if you're into Jesus, this is the place to be.
If you have questions, life questions, you will get answers here. No?
If you have questions here about anything, there's hundreds of priests here. If you can't come up with the answers, the priest will help you, and Our Lady will help you.
You pray the Divine Mercy Chaplet as well.
I do, yeah.
Why do you pray that prayer?
I had an experience here in 2015 with Divine Mercy, and I didn't even know what was going on. Didn't know what was happening, but I spoke to my friend Adele, and she gave me a Divine Mercy Chaplet, and she got me going on it, and we got the photograph, put it up at home in the house, and ever since, every morning, Divine Mercy has got to be said. Yeah.
Is there a special reason you prayed, or just because you got the inspiration?
It's the inspiration that I got from the experience that I had here. And on top of that, I come here now every year, sometimes twice a year, and I'll bring 100 photographs of Saint Faustina with me and give them out. So this year I'll be giving out 200 of them.
How beautiful. What
Yeah,
you
it's
do.
I read our
Just for the
books.
spectators, it's good to make. This is a way to do evangelization. You can do that in Ireland,
Yes.
wherever you are watching that video.
Yes.
Print them out and
Yes.
you know.
Yes.
You see, confession is very, very important here in
Oh,
Medjugorje.
wow,
It's
yeah.
a central point. What would you tell people why to go to confession?
Why to go to
What
confession?
is so beautiful, and what would you tell them if they are scared to go to confession?
You should never be scared of anything in your life. You should be able to stand up and say, I'm not afraid. And if you're not afraid to go to confession. There is two Father Leons here, Father Leon the PP,
Beautiful priest.
and Father Leon the confessor.
Yeah.
And if you're scared to go to either one of them, then I don't know what to tell you. You shouldn't be afraid. You shouldn't be afraid of anything, especially going to confession.
Why?
It's such a beautiful thing. You go in, you kneel down, you talk to the priest, you open up your heart. I mean, what's there to be afraid of? Jesus is in there with you, Our Lady is with you. It doesn't matter what sins you committed. Go in and repent. It's very, very easy. You're not going in shouting, roaring.
It's not a dark room, it's a light room.
Yes.
It's not like before in movies, no?
I'm looking at the priest here like I'm looking at you.
Exactly.
They're sitting out of the chair alongside you. And it's a beautiful thing to confess.
Exactly.
It is. It is really and truly.
And you have now the chance to do a little promotion for the Catholic faith. What is so beautiful about our Catholic faith?
Oh well, where I was in a dark place. And if you really want to know what is so beautiful about it, like you'd have to look at me on the inside. The whole thing has changed now. You came in out of the dark and now you're in the light. And it's I like where I am and I'm going to stay where I am. And if anyone has any little bit of religion at all, open up your hearts to Our Lady. Get a photograph, put her in your house. Get some holy water, sprinkle it around your house. And let me tell you, she'll come to you, she'll help you, she'll bring you to Medjugorje.
Actually, bring you there into Jesus, no?
Yes.
And you know, you changed so radically. What happened? Can you describe the moment? What happened?
The moment was beautiful. Yeah, I was in Limerick Regional. I was at work. I got caught in a chemical spill, and there was a guy staying in the room with me, Billy O'Shea. I'd say Billy is dead now, but he said to me, he says, when I got my first seizure, he said to me, he says, I just prayed to Our Lady for you. And I said, yeah, okay, thanks. And I rolled over and I said, that's all I need, is that man praying to her for me. And whatever way my hand went out on the side table, and there was something there and I caught it and I brought it into the bed with me. And right there my whole life changed. I looked at it, it was a picture of Our Lady, and I prayed to it on the 2011, the 14th of February 2011, and I haven't stopped praying since. I was sick for a good number of years after that, nearly died a few times, but Our Lady never let me slip, she never let me go. I was sick. I thank Our Lady, I thank Jesus for my sickness, because that helped to bring me back into the Catholic Church.
So you can confirm that by suffering you came closer to God?
I think so, yes, definitely.
What would you tell people who suffer, who are in the process of the...
I would tell people who suffer, rosary beads, confession, Mass, Holy Communion, and don't give up believing. Don't give up. Don't ever give up believing. There's a kid here, Darren Medjugorje, and I met Darren in 2015, and he was in a wheelchair. And he just passed us there a couple of minutes ago with his mum. They're going over to Jakub Kola's concert. We're having an Irish concert for him tonight, to get a few pounds together for him for helping out. He helps out about Jakub Kola helps out about 700 families here in Medjugorje. So we're going to raise a few pounds and give it to him tonight, you know. Yeah.
So you said like Darren was raised out of the wheelchair here in Medjugorje.
Darren was healed in Ireland, and this guy was on a wheelchair. He could not walk. And yesterday morning, at 7 o'clock yesterday morning, we climbed Cross Mountain. There was about 40, 50 of us. We went up, and who was coming down? This kid was only out of a wheelchair, and he's coming down Cross Mountain. And you asked Darren, who do you love? Jesus and Mary, Jesus and Mary.
Mary, yes, he repeats it so beautifully.
Yeah,
you know.
and his mum is fantastic to him.
Exactly.
They never gave up. They kept coming back to Medjugorje. They believe Our Lady is here.
Our Lady is here.
Yes.
And at the end, what would you tell people why come to Medjugorje?
Why should they come to Medjugorje? If you want to experience religion, if you want to experience prayer, it's a great place to come to. It's a great place to come to confess. It's a great place to come and sit and relax and meet others and talk to them and listen. Everybody has a story in Medjugorje. Everybody has an experience. This evening, you could see the host in the sun there this evening. I mean, like,
well, right?
yeah, it's out of this world, you know. And there's been lots and lots of other things happening here in Medjugorje. Like now, we nearly look at the host in the sun as, oh yeah, I saw it. I mean, that's fantastic, like, you know what I mean? You won't see it anywhere else, you know.
So true. And you have a favorite spot here in Medjugorje?
A favorite
spot where you like to go?
where I like to go.
Church or
Yeah.
Mountain,
Well,
Apparition Hill?
I love going to Apparition Hill. My favorite spot though is going to Our Lady statue in front of St. James's. You can go down there and you can say your rosary, and you'll always meet someone that you know, and you can have a chat, and it's fantastic. It's fantastic. I love going into the church. That's a beautiful church. There's a great sense of friendliness in there. There's a great sense of Our Lady in there. There's a great presence in there.
And at the end, you have a favorite saint?
A favorite
saint?
A favorite saint?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I suppose I'll just have to go with Saint Faustina, won't I?
Yeah, you're right. Saint Faustina, yeah.
Yeah.
And why her?
I don't know. I don't know. It was all from 2015 with my experience here, which I'm not sharing. And when I went home, you know, I spoke to my friend at home, Edel, and Edel put me on.
Touched you somehow here in Medjugorje?
Medjugorje did, yeah. There's people in Ireland that would say, if they saw your video, they'd say, look at this Egypt. But I wonder who's the Egypt. Like, I know that if I can keep going the way I'm going with my faith, I know where I'm going. And I would love to be able to take my family there with me. Whether they're going to come or not, I don't know. But I think, yes, I'm on the right path. I hope someday, when my time is up, that I'll know where I'm going.
This is so beautiful. Thank you, sir, for this beautiful interview.
Okay, thank you, Tom.